Hey, it's Kitty Cat Alley here for an author update. It should be pretty short because I haven't done too much recently. But I did want to let everybody know HFT does have an update ready on my end. I emailed it to Lian Kun last week. I don't know what's going on with it right now, but she has it. I don't know how far she is in debating it. I hope you guys like it. It's my OC. Also, technically, it's almost original. Almost. I read apparently a back of a DVD a long time ago and really liked the story, I guess, and then twisted it in my head so it was a fairy tale and then changed some of the basic aspects of what I read on the back of the DVD because I didn't actually watch the movie. I don't even know, okay? It's explained in the author's note, but so I pretty much made my own fairy tale with aspects of this random movie with Matthew Broderick and Michelle Pfeiffer in it. But hopefully you guys will like it. I love it. I kind of wish I had added a little bit more to it. Maybe it got a little long. I didn't think it was going to be that long, and it was. So, but it's not like Snow White long. No, hopefully I won't do that again. But anyway, so the next chapter is with Lian Kun, like I said. Hopefully it'll be up soon. I also wrote the first chapter. My mom keeps cacaoing me. She cacaoed me to be like, happy birthday, and it's not even my birthday yet. You're early by 2 hours, Mom. Anyway, so, she doesn't get time differences. Well, I thought I was bad at math. My mother is worse. Anyway, so I did write the very first chapter of what I'm going to call NHE, which means not happy ending. And it's my new story that was started because of Scarlett Noor, my friend, on my forum, who's now not just my friend on the forum, but my friend in general. Hi, Scarlett. And we did a not so secret Santa exchange in our forum. I'm the only one who finished the assignment. Anyway, and instead of requesting, the usual pairings, she did suggest Pruhan and Bellamy for pairings that she liked, but she really prefers just reading a good story. So she put in what she wanted to read, like AU, fantasy, future, maybe historical. She suggested Camp Half-Blood AU, which we're actually going to do a collab story of. I gotta do that soon. Anyway, and so I decided to go with the fantasy futuristic element and came up with NHE. She also likes angst and drama and everybody dying, so we'll see how that goes. But there will, of course, be romance because I cannot touch a story and not infect it with romance. Other than that, I really haven't been doing much. I did write a little bit in FNL, but I kind of stopped, and it's kind of like my pet project. If I don't finish it, I won't feel too bad, but I do want to finish it just for Russia. Like, I even deserve some love. Technically, half of the next chapter of NHG is already completed because when I sent the first chapter to Kit, who is my beta when I don't ask Lian Kun or beg Amber, actually I grovel for Kit to be my beta because she's amazing. But she read it and she was like, this is actually kind of moving too fast and I would prefer if you just stopped and explained a little bit more about the world and how it works. I want to learn more about the world, and I'm sad that the chapter's already over because I kind of want to learn more about the world. Not only was I ridiculously happy that she told me I'm sad it's already over, but I was like, you're kind of right. Yeah, stop. Take a little bit more slow. Or a little bit more slower. So, a little bit slower. A little more slower. That pisses me off when people do that. Why did I just do that? Anyway. So a little bit more slowly. That's what I intended to say. That's the beta in me, betaing my own speech. Okay, so, and so This at least half of the next chapter, maybe a fourth, depending on how long I go for. That's been completed. I have an idea for Seven Sins. I actually had an idea for an ending that might work, and I'm like, I think that's why I've stopped because I'm only 3 chapters away from the ending for Seven Sins, and I have a general idea of what I wanted, but I couldn't make an ending that fit because it's just such a terrible story, like so emotionally painful. Like, how do you make a happy ending out of this? And I really want one. It's like painful for me to not have a happy ending. But how do you make a happy ending that isn't trite, or something that lasts longer than 7 chapters? So I thought about it, and actually, me having a sudden desire for praying of all things, like, was like, I need praying right now, and I went on a praying kick and found all this. Well, actually, I didn't find all this. There wasn't very much there, but I did find some pretty good praying art, and was thinking about what should I do for praying. I actually came up with a praying idea, but then I came up with an ending for Seven Sins, and I was like, oh, that's a terrible ending. Then I was like, oh, but wait, no, I can make this work. So I finally have an ending for Seven Sins. Even with the hint I just gave you, I still don't think you're gonna get what's gonna happen, but we'll see. As for my praying idea, if you're a Tumblr fan, whatever, you've probably seen this post going around. It was an old post, I haven't seen it in a while, but a couple months ago, I guess, I saw this post of like these 10 words from all around the world that you can't really translate into English, and they usually have something to do with love. Like, there's this French one. Let me see if I can pull it up real fast. Yes, 10 words. I actually loved it so much that I copy-pasted it into a Word document. Okay, so like this one, yuanfen, which is Chinese, yuanfen. A relationship by fate or destiny. This is a complex concept. It draws on principles of predetermination in Chinese culture, which depict relationships, encounters, and affinities, mostly among lovers and friends. And then there's kafune, or something like that. I don't speak Brazilian Portuguese, so I don't know. But it's the act of tenderly running your fingers through someone's hair, and so on and so forth. And I'm thinking about doing a 10-chapter Drabble series focused on praying, Prussia and Spain, just to establish that in case you didn't know that one. Because I've actually seen it been called Spa Pru or Pru Spa, I think. I've always said praying. But when I was going through the praying tag, I found that a lot. But I'm thinking about doing a 10-chapter Drabble for that pairing because they're beautiful, okay? Don't judge me. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Hopefully HFT will be updated soon, or NHE will be updated soon. Any of them be updated soon. We'll see. I have not touched my keyboard. I'm actually teaching a winter camp, which is 5 days a week from technically 8 o'clock in the morning. I have to be there to get ready for the 9 o'clock class, and that lasts for 3 hours, and then I have an hour for lunch, and then an hour break, and then another 3 hours of teaching again. So I'm there from 8 o'clock in the morning to sometimes 5:30 at night, because I'll just kind of dick around for a while until I'm ready to leave, because I'm really slow moving. So whenever I sit down, I'm like, I'm just gonna take my time before I get back up again. I just don't feel like moving anymore. So I usually don't leave until like 5:30, almost 6 o'clock. So I'm like, I'm comfortable and I'm doing my shit, so I'm gonna take my time. So yeah. Anyway, so I work a lot. 5 days a week. It's painful. Oh my goodness, so many hours. So that's why I haven't really been in the mood to write, especially since I've been translating words into Korean and then coming home and trying to type on my English keyboard into Hangul. But unlike Japanese and Chinese, where you can write the English letters and then it'll give you options to choose from for the right, like, Chinese characters or the hiragana, in Korean, each letter, like each key on the keyboard, is a Hangul character because they have an alphabet just like we do. So each key is a Hangul, and I can't see it because I don't have Hangul on my keys. So I just keep pushing buttons until I find the one that's the right fucking Hangul. So it takes forever. Finally, now L is E and W is J. I don't know the names for the letters in Korean. They have names. I don't care. So I'm gonna end this rant now before it gets devastating. Okay. Outie.